on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest brand info.
All right, everybody, good afternoon and welcome to All Around Town Radio. We're live here at noon with what we call Wednesday with the Band, a little nooner show for you. And I'm going to bring my guest in really quick. We're talking about a great event going on in Hamilton, Ohio this weekend, known as David Shaw's Big River Get Down. And I'm joined today by the fellas from River's Edge, an amphitheater which I dearly love to go to and enjoy. And they've made some huge improvements this year there and things. If you haven't been there lately, you need to go see it. Hey, guys, if you would, introduce yourself to the audience today and tell them what you do for River's Edge or the city of Hamilton, all right?
Hi, my name's Logan. I help run the events through marketing, through some of the vendor coordination. I do a lot of the graphic work and social media management, as well as our media team. So,
perfect. Sorry, I coughed on you there, Logan. All right, Adam, you're back there in the background. You just joined us. What's shaking with you, man?
Yeah, I'm Adam. I'm Adam Helms. I'm the director of the Resident Services Department for the city of Hamilton. I'm also the promoter, producer, and talent buyer for River's Edge, Big River Get Down, Wimmy Diddle, and Jared's Jam here in Hamilton.
There's a whole lot of hats you're wearing, Adam. It sounds like. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fun job.
It sounds like it. And can I just start with, first of all, we're going to talk about a lot of venues and places that are supporting this event this weekend. I want to focus on River's Edge for just a minute. The improvements you made with the new cover over the stage and all that. I was there for the Genesis Retouch show not too long ago. What a crowd. What a great thing Hamilton has done with that entire area around River's Edge Amphitheater. And it looks to me, Adam, like Hamilton's bought in 100% to this, making this thing work down there.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's been a slow build up. I think we're in our 14th or 15th year of doing concerts, and the original design of the amphitheater wasn't built for what we ended up doing. It was being constructed before I got here, and they had envisioned more like Shakespeare in the Park type stuff, and we ended up doing music festivals like Big River Get Down. So, it's certainly been River's Edge, Big River Get Down. All the events have been a catalyst in, turning around downtown Hamilton. I mean, when they first built the amphitheater, it was an old hospital site, and it was just a stage and nothing else. And then the Markham family saw the progress, donated like $4 million to build Markham Park right next door, which is a crown jewel. And then things like the Markham Apartments and the restaurants and everything else started popping up. So, I mean, live music and just getting people together to hang out was really a catalyst in the revitalization of downtown Hamilton.
Well, the vibe down there is fantastic. And I think I can see that vision where you started out with, well, we're going to do something for the citizens of Hamilton. It has grown into this. I mean, people are coming from near and far to these shows you have. And I recognize people from all over the Dayton, Cincinnati metro area and all that were there the night I was there recently. So people, it's on the radar of people now, and it's a place to go and enjoy a good night of music. It's a beautiful setting. If you've never been to River's Edge, it's just spectacular. And you guys got to go see it if you're watching today. And if you're watching after we're live, guys, drop us a comment. Or if you want to know something about what we're talking about today, drop us a comment in there. We'd be glad to hear from you today and answer your questions. So tell me about this event going on this weekend. It's the 10th anniversary of what's called David Shaw's Big River Get Down. Somebody tell me a little bit about how this came to be 10 years ago.
Yeah, so if folks aren't familiar with David Shaw or the Revivalists, David Shaw is the lead singer of the Revivalists. David Shaw is from Hamilton, Ohio. The band is based in New Orleans. But the first year that we started producing concerts in Hamilton was 2012, and the Revivalists, like, people kept telling me, like, I'm not from here, I'm not from Hamilton, and I moved here, and people kept telling me, like, hey, you got to check out this guy David Shaw, you got to check him out. So we ended up bringing him up here. The Revivalists, an 8-piece band at the time, played a show on this show wagon, like this rickety old 30-year-old show wagon, under a parking garage for free. And it went really well. Like, Hamilton, it was really well received, and I think we did maybe 1 or 2 more free concerts with the Revivalists. And then after that second or third show, David Shaw called me, and he's like, hey, we should do a music festival. I'm like, man, are you kidding me? I said, I work for the government. I work at City Hall. Like, this is not my job. I didn't know how to do any of this, right? He's like, so yeah, let's do a music festival. I'm like, but I have all to do to put together like 6 shows a year. So I was nervous about it, and David said, no, my team will help you put this on, and they have, and they did. So the Revivalists are managed by a company called C3. C3 has a festival arm called C3 Presents. They're the folks that put on Lollapalooza worldwide.
Wow.
So the folks that help organize Lollapalooza have been helping us organize and grow Big River Get Down. All due to the connections of David Shaw. And like Dave, the really cool thing is that, David pushed us to do this. And he's really passionate about the event. I mean, the Revivalists play shows all over the country, and they always make it, like, David makes sure it's a priority to stop in Hamilton every year for this event. And so they've been doing it every year for the past 10 years.
Who named it the Big River Get Down?
That was David back in 2015. He decided to go with the Big River Get Down, and it's just stayed that way.
That's a really cool name and very fitting for Hamilton, Ohio, because every time I go down there, I think it's next to the big river, and it's just such a great vibe in Hamilton right now. And you guys got a lot more going on than just what's around River's Edge, too. The downtown is bustling. There's businesses everywhere. There's venues all over the city who feature live music every weekend. So, like I said, Hamilton's not what it was when I was a young kid running around down there over the years, seeing some bands playing some pretty seedy bars and things. So, it has come a long way. It is a safe, wonderful environment to come be in the city of Hamilton, man. I just can't say enough about what you guys have done down there.
I think that's really the intent of the new format with Big River Get Down this year. I mean, we're kind of the anti-music festival format. I mean, when you typically go to music festivals, the format or the model is jam as many people into a nondescript field as you can, and then keep them there all day and just, sell everything to them. We, as a nonprofit venue, have a little bit different view on things. We are here to showcase, Hamilton. Not, we're here to showcase some great music, but we're also here to showcase Hamilton. So we are trying to spread the economic impact of this festival around downtown, so that people get to experience Hamilton. They get to move around downtown and shop at some different businesses and visit some different venues. There are other festivals like that around the country, but they're harder to find. Everybody's just kind of doing the same thing, jamming as many people like a sea of humanity in a nondescript field, and like there's so much of that out there. So we saw an opportunity to differentiate ourselves and hopefully capitalize on this model where people can move around town and they don't have to roast in the sun all day, right? There's indoor venues. I can go get some AC, cool off. If it rains, there's indoor venues. So, we're hoping this is a really positive event for Hamilton, and a lot of folks get to discover some new bands. I mean, we have some nationally touring bands, but there's a lot of local talent on this lineup. We wanted to feature some regional and Hamilton artists. So,
spectacular concept. I mean, I've been to those music festivals. I can relate where after 6-8 hours of in the 100-degree heat out in the sun, you're done. And you miss sometimes the really headliner part of that festival because you've spent your whole day there, like you said, standing in a field somewhere. So Hamilton's got a lot to offer. They can travel and go see some great venues. I've been to a lot of the Hamilton venues, and they really support the live music scene. And this event, let's talk for a minute about the lineup for this event, because you have just a killer lineup. 33 musical acts, I think you have going on.
Yeah, across I think eight different venues. So the cool thing is that all the shows at every venue except River's Edge is free. So like people can show up without a ticket and just go check out these artists. Like Eddie Nineveh, you can go see them at the Hub. Zach Feinberg, who's in the Revivalists, he's the guitar player for the Revivalists. He's playing for free at the 513 bar. Maggie Kerner, who's headline shows at River's Edge in the past, she's playing at Third Street Music for free on Friday. There's so I can't go through the whole lineup with you, but like CFG and the Family, they're from Hamilton. Won the blues competition, the Cincy Blues competition, went to Memphis. They're playing for free on Saturday at the Hub right before Eddie Nineveh. So, I mean, that's just like, that's the free stuff. Folks can go sing karaoke if they want to. There's a lot of stuff to do during the day.
There's going to be bingo.
Yeah, bingo. And then, we bring it all back home at the amphitheater. Doors open at 6:30. Music starts at 7:30. You got to get tickets for the amphitheater shows, but we really tried to keep it affordable. A 2-day pass for under $100 for these kinds of artists is pretty much unheard of. Plus all the other artists you get to see, on the free stages. So the amphitheater is going to be killer. David Shaw has his own solo project band. In the past, we've kind of limited David's shows to like 250 people in the VIPs. This year, we're gonna make it at the amphitheater and have a larger audience. And Maggie Rose is opening. She's been at River's Edge a couple times. She loves Hamilton. Like, I got to just take pause here for a second. Like, David Shaw loves Hamilton. The Revivalists love coming here. But, like, Maggie Rose has been up here a couple times. And, like, she's genuinely excited to come back to Hamilton and see the changes, the new stage and everything. So, and she did a feature. Like, they had a feature on her in Rolling Stone magazine. So she's up here opening. And then, Saturday at the amphitheater, if you haven't seen or heard of Andy Frasco in the UN, like maybe you haven't heard of him, maybe you haven't, heard his music, but to see that guy's live show is an experience in itself. Like, you shouldn't miss that. Everybody should go to an Andy Frasco show once in their life. It's it's a very unique experience. So he's here, and then the Revivalist headlining Saturday night. And kind of the cool thing is like Andy Frasco and Maggie Rose and the Revivalists, they're all friends. They all know each other. And I think Maggie Rose is even hanging around the second night just because she likes it here and likes those bands. And she's going to hang out, might do some sit-ins. We'll see. So yeah, that's kind of the lineup, the weekend lineup in a bottle.
Yeah, I'm excited to see kind of like what the energy does to the performers, and it'd be cool to see some things spark up, like some collaborative sets and people kind of jam with each other. It's going to be a community of artists spread out through Hamilton, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Now, and I will say, Adam, you mentioned she liked Hamilton so much. I had the opportunity to talk. You had JJ Gray there a few years back, and talked to his manager not too long ago. And JJ still talks about River's Edge. And I mean, he plays hundreds of shows throughout the year, and he talks about that venue because he really enjoyed the intimacy of it. The fact that the crowd is right there. You can relate to the crowd. He was interacting with the crowd, and I thought that was cool. And your lineup this year has been amazing as well, with the folks you've had there, with some touring national acts and local acts. and things. You guys just are doing it right. And it's so important that everybody knows that's watching this. And a lot of you are going to watch after we're live, obviously. So please, if you have a comment or a question, they're going to share it. We're going to share it. Please drop it in the comments, and we'll get to those comments and try to answer your questions if you have it about David Shaw's Big River Get Down this weekend. So let's talk about times here. Let's talk about Friday. It starts Friday night. Actually starts Friday day, you said, right? And
Friday actually starts at 10:45 in the morning with some movie screenings, some film screenings that are produced from a guy from Hamilton who lives out in LA. Like one of them is featuring Mel Gibson, so come check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And where is that going to be located?
That's at the 513 bar on Main Street in Hamilton.
Can you guys mention, I don't know if you have the whole list. I don't want to leave anybody out, but can you mention your partners in Hamilton that are taking part in this besides just River's Edge, which is the headliner location? There are so many great venues. Can you mention some of those?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Hamilton's Urban Backyard on Main Street, the 513 bar on Main Street in Hamilton, Art Space and Strauss Gallery, which is it's on High Street, but it's on the other side of the river, so it's Main Street. It's the same street. 3rd Street Music in German Village. That's a block from the Amphitheater on 3rd Street. The Poorhouse and the Casual Pint. They are in the mixed use building directly across the street from River's Edge Amphitheater. And then Immortal Vibes, which is a really cool coffee shop and bar on Main Street. Again, so everything's mostly on Main Street or like a block or two from River's Edge.
Perfect. Lots of support, obviously, from everybody in Hamilton for this big event. And it's a huge event. I know when you come into Hamilton, there's these signs that say big event this weekend, blah, blah, blah. And, parking and those kind of things. Let's talk about parking. If somebody's coming to Hamilton and they're not from Hamilton, what could you do to direct them to get a good spot to see everything?
Yeah, so there's actually a parking garage about a block and a half from the amphitheater, and it's super affordable. It might be like, if you're coming for the night, it might be like $2 or $5. It's not one of these like $35 downtown Cincinnati parking garages. It's going to cost you a couple bucks. That's a block away from the amphitheater. It's located. The entrance is located off of North. Is that front?
It's 3rd
Street, North 3rd Street.
3rd Street and Market Street.
Yep. So that's there. And then there's another parking garage. That's about 2.5 blocks away by City Hall near the intersection of High Street and Martin Luther King. Again, it costs you a few bucks. And then there's street parking around the amphitheater within a block, couple blocks. I will give you this hint. If there's a lot that is marked do not park tow away zone, don't park there. Don't park in the lot.
Good idea.
We will tow your car because they are not kidding.
I got you.
Just don't do that.
I got to stop you. We've got a special guest. We've had a guest join us here on the show today, and let me bring him in right now. It looks like David Shaw has joined us, the man who put this thing together.
Everybody.
Hey, David.
What's
How
up,
are you,
everybody?
David?
I'm doing well.
From the
Having a good
vehicle,
day.
it looks like on the
From
road
vehicle,
somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Adam hit me up. He said, "Hey, man, you want to join this podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, let me finish my lunch. I'm coming for you."
Hey, David, I've got a
Happy
quick
to be here.
question for you, man. We were talking
What's up?
earlier. Tell me about this name, the Big River Get Down. You came up with that name, they said, 10 years ago. So tell us how you came to that.
Well, it's on the Great Miami River, and I just wanted it to be a name that represented, a place to come, just a joyous name. I wanted it to just be happy. Someplace people could be like, all right, we're going to have some fun. We're going to get down. So
Sounds
simple as that.
spectacular. And there's a huge lineup. Obviously, we've mentioned it here on the show, but you started, and Adam was telling me, you played on a rickety old stage in Hamilton under a parking garage at one time, and look where you've come today. This far down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that show quite well. That was one of the moments, I think, in just my career, thinking, wow, okay, there's something happening here. And Hamilton is one of the first places where it started to happen. Honestly, it's kind of wild. So very grateful for that little
And
small stage under the parking garage.
you're playing all over the country, and
Yep.
you're bringing back to Hamilton. I think that's so cool that you're bringing back this event and you're coming back to your roots and supporting this town that has just blossomed in music and art and everything else.
It really has. It's really, really special to see. I've been here since Sunday. I'm in town and just kind of driving around, seeing all the places, all the new businesses. There's just a vibe here now. Traffic's kind of crazy, I will say. So I was not expecting that. I'm like, oh my God, like there's a lot of people here. Everyone's out, which is amazing. Like that's great.
I'm say that every time I come down the hill into Hamilton there on the highway. It's like, crazy. Wow, what happened here? This used to be quiet.
New York City?
Yeah, it's insane. Well, so what's going on with you, David? What's new in your life right now?
Well, we're about to do a big tour with the Revs this summer here in September. We got a 10th anniversary Men Amongst Mountains tour happening, so that's going to be cool. We're celebrating the album that kind of just kind of put us on the map, I'd say. So that's going to be really fun. And we're here in town, man. I mean, we just got a tour. I'm in town with my wife and my daughter takes up, a lot of my time, which is awesome. I love it. I'm loving being a dad. So yeah, I'm just kind of, we're writing music all the time. Kind of working on a new album right now. So got a lot of irons in the fire. Let's say that.
And you're headlining this show on Saturday night at River's Edge. Have you seen the new Amphitheater yet?
Oh,
Have you seen the new roof and all that? And
it's funny.
Crazy.
I can almost see it from where my car is parked right now. I've seen pictures. I drove by it earlier today. It looks incredible. I think actually when I put my daughter down for a nap here, I'm gonna take a little gander at it. So
take a little.
I'm excited
around.
To see it.
It's spectacular.
Yeah.
Can I just mention too, the team at River's Edge, the production team is top level. The new video walls, things. It's as good as any outdoor venue I've ever been to. And I love the vibe of it with the river right there next door and the beauty. And at night when the lights are shining off the river, there's just nothing better. Hamilton's happening.
I'll tell you what, we play a lot of shows and we go to a lot of these amphitheaters and play a lot of these places. And this is definitely up on the high up on the list of some of the places that we play. It's crazy. The vibe is amazing. You got the river, like you said, the lights, you can look out and you just see, the city line. It's nice, man. It's great. It's great.
Fellas, you got to be smiling up there in the top. You guys got to be smiling a little bit to hear those kind of things from an artist like David.
And I got to hand it to these guys, man. Like you were just talking about the crew. I mean, it really takes a village. And this is such a, it's just a lot of moving pieces, especially, there's always a lot of moving pieces, but
yeah, we had a little freeze up there of David. I think we lost.
Got me? You got me now?
Yeah, we got you back now. We got you back. Yeah.
I was saying it takes a village, man. And it really, really does. And, every year there's a lot of moving pieces, but this year, especially, I think, and Adam can probably, you guys might've already touched on this, but we're going into a bunch of different venues. We're kind of doing it like South by Southwest style. We're kind of taking over the entire city in a way. So there's a lot of moving pieces in that way, but I'm really, really excited for that to see how that goes.
And I think this is one of the most unique music festivals I've ever heard of because, like we were talking earlier in the show before you came on about most music festivals, it's cattle call to the farm field and everybody's out there and, you're lucky to be able to get in line for an hour to get a bottle of water or something. And this, you can just stroll around Hamilton and enjoy yourself. And all these other venues that are buying into this and making it a whole weekend in Hamilton is just really cool.
Yes.
Hey, one thing I forgot to mention, Dave. I don't know if I told you. We have we got a bus, and we're going to be running a shuttle around downtown Hamilton. So going from
awesome.
going from the Courtyard Marriott right there by the amphitheater. It's going to make a stop at the 513 bar, and it's also going to make a stop at the Hub. So that's like the from River's Edge to the Hub is the furthest walk. It's about a 15-minute walk. So we decided to get a shuttle, and we're going to have a shuttle run people up and down Main Street.
Very cool.
All free.
Very cool.
Free.
Yeah, because everybody
wants
wants
that, man.
Everybody wants to go see my buddy Hollywood at the Hub. I mean, you got to go visit him as well. He's a great dude.
He's over here. Stick your head. He's sitting over here in the corner. Stick your head in here, Hollywood.
Oh, look at him. How about that? How you doing, buddy?
Hollywood?
There he is.
Love to hear he's there in the room with you. And guys, this is just a spectacular event starting at 10:45 a.m. on Friday morning and going through Saturday evening. David Shaw, you are the headliner on Saturday night at River's Edge. Now, River's Edge is a ticketed event, guys, just so you know if you're watching the show. And those tickets are available out there at your website, right?
Yep, BigRiverGetDown.com.
Yep.
All right, let me see if I can pop that up on the. Let me see if I can get that up on the screen here for people to see too. There we go. And certainly important to know that you can pick up these tickets at BigRiverGetDown.com. They are available on Eventbrite too. If you have an Eventbrite app already on your phone, you can just go and type in Big River Get Down and get the tickets to the headliner act. And there's a pass for the whole weekend, right, guys?
Yeah, you can buy a two-day pass. It's $90. Like I said earlier, like you can't find a weekend pass for under $100 these days. Like it's unheard of.
Unheard
of.
of.
Yeah, two-day general admission pass is $90. Saturday is $65 and Friday is $39. So like we've got price points for everybody. That's one of the things David and I talked about is we want to try to make this affordable for Hamilton and folks. Like it's a different spirit. We're doing something a lot different than most folks are doing.
And Adam, I've got a question. You said earlier, River's Edge is a nonprofit. So I know at the regular concerts, the proceeds kind of roll into the next show and paying for the act to be there and those kind of things. Is that what you do with all your events there at River's Edge?
Yeah, this one actually, when we started it, if we make any money on the event, we give a good portion of it to the Hamilton 4th of July fireworks. So like we've been donating, for like half of the 4th of July fireworks for about as long as this event has been going on.
Diana's throwing a food trucks question in there. Do we have food trucks?
Oh yeah, we'll have food trucks there. There'll be a couple different options each day.
Perfect. And how hard is this for production, guys? You guys have been planning this for how long? How hard is it to put this big event together?
It's a thing.
I like that, Adam.
Yeah, it's a thing, but you know what? Like, so that's a part of River's Edge that a lot of folks don't see. We have a really talented production crew. Al Reddick, Clint Cole, Hannah Carmen. They're actually like just on the other side of this wall over here in the back, like packing the truck and getting stuff ready. I mean, we got to send gear out to 8 different venues, and they're planning for all of it. 33 different bands. Those 3 are planning for a lot of it. So they're back there killing it right now.
What a monumental production task. Yeah. That many venues, and they're going to kill it. I guarantee it. They kill every show at River's Edge. They're just fantastic. And I was wowed by the new video wall. I got to say that is just, you can be back at the Municipal Brew or any of those places, and you can see what's going on there on this big video wall. That's what's so cool about it.
You know what's crazy is that's not even the biggest. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but that's not even the biggest we can make it. We can make it. We have enough panels to make it bigger, but we don't want to turn it into a giant wind sail out there. So, but it's very cool. It sets the tone for sure.
Sure does. David, what else do you have to add today before we have to run here about this event that you developed, I guess, 10 years ago, from what I hear?
Well, I'm just really, really excited. I'm excited to, get it going on Friday. I got the solo band I'm playing on Friday. I'm not sure if you guys talked about that, but I'm very, very excited about that. We haven't played in a little while. So 2 nights of your boy. We got some great artists all around town. We got PJ and the Pure Joys doing a is that Saturday night, Adam?
Yep. Saturday night.
That's Saturday night. That's at the 513?
It is.
Yep. and then we got my boy Zach Feinberg doing a solo set at the 513. When is that? Friday?
Also Saturday at
That's also Saturday.
4:30.
Okay. And my girl Maggie doing a set on Friday at Third Street Music.
Yeah.
So
and that's amazing in itself.
Got a lot of our friends in town. Yeah,
these people playing big stages or the people playing big stages are playing little stages. And those will be great intimate things. I know the Eddie 9-volt at the Hub. There's some great stuff where you can really get up close and personal to people you'd normally pay a pretty good ticket price to go see and watch them from the stage. So hats off to all of you for putting this on. What a great festival that's going to be happening in Hamilton this weekend, Friday and Saturday, guys. And that ticket package, I can't believe $90 for 2-day pass because normally it's $100 a day at any festival like that, at least, if not
and
more.
We're giving you free bus rides on top of that. Like, come
on, get on, jump on the party bus, baby. Yeah. Let's go.
That's Adams, but wait, there's more. What else are we giving away? That's awesome. Yeah. David, it has been an honor to have you on the show today, man. I can't believe you were able to pop on, and thanks so much for being here. And thank you for giving back to your hometown of Hamilton there, because I tell people all the time, I just love the vibe in Hamilton now. These guys, and Adam, you and your team have done remarkable work. I know your work is really tough because booking talent and all that is not an easy job, and you've made it work, man. So good stuff.
Really does.
I'm telling you, David really helped set the vibe. When we started doing these concerts, I was just planning on doing like cover bands and local bands. And, with the music festival, David really pushed us to, explore different genres of music and booking different artists and really honestly made a lot of connections for us in the industry, between David personally and his management team and other folks around him, like, opened a lot of doors for Hamilton. It's why we're able to book a lot of the artists we're able to book and do a lot of the cool stuff that we're able to do. They taught me a lot, and anytime we need a hand, they're always willing to help. So, they challenged Hamilton to do something different, like be cool. Like if you're going to be cool, if you're going to be that city, you got to be different. And they really helped push us in that direction.
Well, Hamilton is cool. It's a great place to be. And I thank you guys for joining us. One last question that popped up. Do you know if there's any hotel rooms available in Hamilton this weekend?
Slim.
I think I gave the last one to David, honestly.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't.
But there's lots of hotels within a 15, 20-minute drive. You can find those. And that's an easy commute.
Yeah. So like that's another thing real quick. You can go on the website if there are still rooms available. Not only do we have a bus downtown, we have a bus running out to the hotels that are listed on the Big River Get Down website. So like we're shuttling people from out in Westchester and Liberty Township, like the nearest hotels. There's cluster hotels, and we're going to be bringing them back to the venue. And that starts 2:00 on Friday, 11:00 on Saturday, and it runs until the sets at the 513 bar late night end. So like they'll take people back home at 1:30 in the morning. Yeah,
and you can see all that on our website, bigrivergetdown.com. There's a lodging page. So if you have any questions you want to find answers to, you can go there and learn more about the hotel options.
That's ideal. In those shuttle buses, man, you don't have to worry about parking. Just get chauffeured in and out. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we are done for the day, guys. I appreciate your time, and thank you for being with us today. And I can't believe the wonder of this festival. I think it's going to be fantastic this weekend. 2 big days in Hamilton, Ohio. And Hamilton is an absolute gem for the arts and music. So get down there if you're watching today or watching after we're live, guys. Drop us a comment. Let us know if you have questions about it. Adam will answer those for you. I'm sure he's got the scoop. And David, thank you again. It's an honor to have you on, buddy.
Thank you so much. We'll see everybody out there.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Much love. Thanks for having me.
Fellas, thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. I'll be live tomorrow at 5 with Who's Playing Out, the best venues and musicians in the tri-state and where they're playing. So join me for that, guys. Until then, get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.